Yeah. How is everybody doing? Inshallah, everyone is doing well. So today I wanted to come on live and share with you some few books to read. Some very important Islamic books that I love so much and also I have learned a lot from. So I wanted to share with you. Inshallah, if you get the chance this Ramadan, if you can purchase these books and maybe one or two of this book and read and get some knowledge from it and jot a whole lot. And get busy with with Ramadan, because there is a lot of programs that come up when Ramadan starts. There's a lot of programs on the socials and on the television, but it's also very important that we engage ourselves in reciting and reading. We engage ourselves with reciting beneficial knowledge, beneficial books to attain or get beneficial knowledge, right? So I wanted to share with you some few books. If you are interested in any of the books, please get the books and read and make yourself busy, because that's what I intend to do this Ramadan, inshallah. I am not going to binge watch a lot of social media programs. I'm going to just choose very wisely and mindfully. Maybe a Keen Institute program, the 30 days of Ramadan program that they do. They started, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. And that is very, 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 very beautiful program that they have. So that I might engage myself with. But other than that, I'm not sure if I would really get busy with watching and engaging with social media content or any media content on our phones and the internet. So I'm really going to, inshallah, engage myself and commit to reading books and getting self-knowledge. Okay, self-knowledge, self-education, that is what I want to embark on. That's what I want to really set myself up for. That's my goal. I don't have any goal to like finish up a book or rushing to finish up Quran. My goal is to really concentrate and get the knowledge and try to do as much as possible to implement the knowledge in Ramadan, and also inshallah implement the knowledge outside of Ramadan throughout the year until the next Ramadan, and then inshallah the next and the next and the next. So that is my intention this year, inshallah. So the first book that I want to, as always, it is always good to always think about reciting the Quran. This is my very old Quran. I love it so much. I don't want to change it, but I might change it eventually. So bear with me. So this is my very beautiful Quran. It's been with me for over maybe 15 years, I should say. Yeah, it's been with me for about 15 years. So the Quran is is not it's not negotiable. Okay, don't make, if you are a mom, if you are pregnant or you are postpartum. If you are postpartum, I'm gonna share a resource that you can use to actually connect with the Quran. But I have also made a live last week, I think last week or last 2 weeks, about the resource that you can read and benefit from. So I will link it down in the description box when I'm done with this live, or you can check my live stream and then get access to the video that I did. Okay, so the Quran is non-negotiable. Whether you are busy or it's just hectic, or it's just whatever it is. It's a non-negotiable. Okay, there's something that you have to strive to connect with. Okay, connecting with the Quran, connecting with the words of Allah. Very, very, very valuable, especially in Ramadan. So it is not about you, it's not about making a goal of reciting the Quran, alhamdulillah, reciting the Quran, like the way we used to do it, the way a lot of people used to do. I want to finish up the Quran. I will start from Fatiha and then all the way to Nas by the end of the 30 days of Ramadan. And yeah, it means I have finished all the Jews. I have finished all the Ajza and everything like that. No, this time, what I am recommending, or I am suggesting, is this. If you have not maybe thought about it, but that's what I want to do, is to pay attention. Like I said earlier, mindfully pay attention to the words of Allah. Taking the words bit by bit and reflecting on them. Reflecting on every ayah and every surah. And I have started already, so I will share with you later on in the video, in this live. Yeah, so mindfully taking my time to do that, to connect with the Quran. Even if this is my last Ramadan, Allah knows that I have tried. So the same thing goes out to you. Okay? So if you are planning to really finish up the Quran, ask yourself, how can you? Are you really going to let the Quran go through you, or you are going to let the you go through the Quran? Okay? So don't allow yourself to go through the Quran. Allow Quran to pass through you. Okay? Allow the Quran to pass through you. Don't allow yourself to pass through the Quran. What do I mean by that? If you allow the Quran to pass through you, that means you are mindfully connecting with the words of Allah, taking your time and paying attention to all the words, all the ayats, all the surahs, and the meanings, and implementing it in your life. That means you are allowing the Quran to pass through you. Okay, you are a walking Quran, so to speak. But if you allow yourself to pass through the Quran, that is what a lot of people do, or that's what we used to do. A lot of us used to do that, giving ourselves a goal of trying to start the Quran the first day of Ramadan and finishing up the Quran the last day of Ramadan. Speed reciting. No, speed reciting, you are passing through the Quran. Okay? And there is nothing there's a lot of the times we finish and there's no connection. A lot of the times we finish and there is no, literally, there's nothing that has changed, right? It is still the same thing. So we don't want the Quran, we don't want us to pass through the Quran. We want the Quran to pass through us, to be the blood and the water that is in us, okay? Running through us, okay? So that's the Quran for you, the Mus'haf. But sometimes it happens that some women, okay, especially if you just gave birth, if you just had a baby, you cannot really recite the Quran, the Mus'haf itself, okay? You really want to have another alternative to engage with the words of Allah. So that's where this Quran comes in. This Quran is a translation Quran. It is word by word Quran. And I love it so much. I use it a lot because it helps me to reflect on the meaning of the ayat and to just ponder and connect with the ayat themselves and the surahs themselves. So it has the word to word meaning of the Quran, of the ayat, and It's an English translation, okay? It's just a translation Quran. It's not a transliteration Quran. So this is Quran with the Arabic and the English, okay? That's the translation. But this recommendation of book is also, this recommendation is also the clear Quran. It is only the English. It is only the English translation of the Quran. It's called the Clear Quran, and it's only the English translation. And it's beautiful because it's concise, and yeah, I use it sometimes for my reflection and for my revision, and for my 1 or 2 days Quran journaling. I'm trying to start, like, to make it a habit to journal Quran journaling. So I'm using this for that. But if you are interested, I would say to, like, really get the Arabic and English, because that you would be able to recite the Arabic, you recite the Quran in Arabic, and get the meaning. But if you are the person who does not know how to recite the Arabic, then this is marvelous. This is a marvelous version of the translation of the Quran. It's clear Quran. It's beautiful, and I love it. And the next book that I would be recommending is this book, The Heart Therapy. Okay, so we are going into Ramadan, and it's really the time and a period of cleansing our heart, cleansing our soul, getting ready for Allah's forgiveness, and getting ready for Allah's acceptance of dua and our prayers and our Ramadan and our fasting and our zakat and our sadaqahs and all of that. So it is very, very important that we engage in things that help us or remind us of how to really have a clean heart, how to cleanse our heart and purify our heart to make it whole. We cannot be whole, but to make it what it's supposed to be, okay? To make it devoid of sin, to make it devoid of ungratefulness, to make it devoid of a whole lot of the things that are not what we are supposed to be. So Heart Therapy is such a beautiful book. It is one of my companion books that I keep next to me every time when I finish the first salat. I open it and read through it, maybe a page or two, and jot some notes down. You see, I have my highlighter in, and I have some bookmarks over here with the main stuff. So this Heart Therapy book is very, very excellent. It's written by Dr. Ali Al-Bagharti, and it's wonderful. So that is one book that I want to also recommend to you. And another book is Reflecting on the Names of Allah. This is such a wonderful book. It is full of information of the attributes of Allah. So the 99 names of Allah, everything is here. Everything is here, okay? And the meaning of the name of Allah, the attributes, how to use the names of Allah to make dua, how to use the names of Allah to make supplications, and some hadith, 1 or 2 hadith in it. Yeah. And yes, I so far this book is so good. Okay, I'm trying to memorize the 99 names of Allah. It's something that has been my challenge. I have not been able to memorize the whole 99 names of Allah. So inshallah, that is one of the things that I'm working on. And I'm praying that Allah makes it easy for me this Ramadan to, like, really pay attention and take it off in all force and start learning and memorizing it all together. Yeah, inshallah. So reflecting on the names of Allah is such a beautiful book. So if you are interested, you can get this book. It's a thick book, but it's wonderful. The 99 names of Allah, everything is there. The meanings, how to use it for dua, how to use it for supplication, how to use it, a whole bunch of it, a whole bunch. So that book is there. And if you are a mom or a new mom, this is one of my favorite books too. I can't recommend this enough. It's Children Around the Prophet. So this book is like very easy book to read if you have children or you have little ones, even if you have older ones. It teaches us about the younger folks around the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.